Do you sometimes lack the confidence in speaking to people? Do you find it difficult to stand up and speak during a presentation? Do you find it difficult to even deliver a short speech if required? Why does it happen? How can you cure it? I'm going to help you right now. Stay tuned with me till the end. Cheers. Welcome to Sip and Talk with Vikram in one more edition of Lateral Learning. And I am Vikram Ketan. I bring to you a new story every time. Stories that you will not find in the textbooks. They are not taught in the B schools. I am an MBA in finance and a black belt in Six Sigma with 3 decades of experience in various types of industries. So I share from the experiences and learnings of my life. And I bring to you some business skill or life skill every time through this show. And those who are watching me for the first time, please subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon to stay notified, and keep posting in your comments. Cheers once again. So let's begin with today's story. It is called Listen to Your Own Voice. Now, this is the story of a mountain man who once went out on a travel and he reached a seashore. He had never seen ocean, waves, seashore, sand. He has always been on mountain, packed up in shoes, with a lot of clothes on, trudging on the hills. But this is the first time he was walking bare feet on the sands. And it was a totally mesmerizing experience for him. He did not want to go back to the hotel because he thought he'll be missing out something if he stays in a hotel and visits the seashore occasionally. He wanted to stay right there. So he looked around, he found a hut of a fisherman. He went and requested, "Can I be your paying guest for some time? I want to stay at this seashore for some days." The fisherman agreed. So he was living in his house, eating there, and the entire day he was just walking on the sands along the waves. Now he stayed there for a few days. The family was liking him. He was a nice person. The fisherman also had a daughter. So sometimes she would take him around to show him around different locations on those seashores. He was so astonished to see different kind of shells, and he just loved walking on those wet sands. And he would go and sit on a cliff and watch the waves hitting the cliff. There was so much of noise of those waves hitting the cliff. He could hear nothing. He would just sit there and meditate. Now, meditate doesn't mean getting into a prayer or a zone or anything. You can be with yourself and enjoy. That is meditation. So while he would be sitting there and watching the waves, the fisherman's daughter would say some sweet nothings, which he cannot hear because the waves are hitting so hard and it is so much of noise. So he would just look with suspense and nod, okay, trying to understand. The girl knew he could not hear, he could not understand. But she would say something. So finally, one day he asked the girl, "What is it that you tell me at that cliff which I cannot hear? Can you tell me now so that I could understand?" So she laughed and said, "Do you really need to hear everything to understand? Can't you understand things from your heart?" Now, when she said this, he got into thinking, oh, she meant something. And he was sure that she liked him. He also liked her. So he went to her father and asked for her hand. And after much consideration, the fisherman agreed to give his daughter into marriage to this man from the mountains. So they got married. Now they were a happy couple and they spent a lot of time at the seashore together. And finally, he realized that it is time for him to go back home to his hills. So he took his wife and went to the hills. But before we go to the hills, what did we learn? You don't really have to say everything. You don't really have to hear everything. There are things which you can understand. So communication has got some non-verbal aspects as well. You can take cues from those non-verbal aspects and understand a lot more than the words itself. So now let's go to the hills. So here we are in the cold and frosty mountains. So as the couple arrived in the mountains, the lady was absolutely mesmerized by the beauty of the mountains. There were seasonal flowering trees all around, there were streams, there were different kinds of beauty which she has never experienced or seen in her life. The seashore is so different from the mountains. Both have breeze, but the mountains have cold and frosty breeze, and the seashores have warm breeze at times. But she was enjoying. She was enjoying being with him and she was enjoying the surroundings. So when they went out for a trek, it was his turn to show her places around. And while they were walking up a cliff, the man was a bit faster and he was a few paces ahead. Now, this woman was finding difficulty in climbing the mountains. So she called out, "Wait, stop." And the voice echoed in the hills, "Wait, stop." So she struck there. Who was that? Who called out and asked her to stop? She could not recognize that this was an echo. She had never experienced it ever. So again she shouted out, "I'm scared." And then the voice echoed again, "I'm scared." And now she was scared. Who's this who's calling out after me? So the man laughed and he came down again and held her hand and said, "Look, this is your own voice that you are hearing. This is how it echoes in the mountains." And then he calls out her name and says, "I love you." And the voice echoes back. So this was some kind of reassurance for her. And she discovered that it is not always the silent inner voice that we hear. Sometimes we can hear our own voice coming from above, and then you are absolutely in awe that what it is because you're not used to it. So she gained confidence gradually and she tried out. She stood at the cliff and then shouted out something and it echoed back. And now she was very comfortable with her own voice. So, this is how we adapt to situations. And this is how she adapted to the mountains, even though it was so difficult from her seashores. So, viewers, how did you like this story and what did you learn from this? What I learned is this. See, we are sometimes not used to hearing our own voice, and that becomes a hindrance in public speaking. We don't know how we sound because we are so engrossed in the external noises that sometimes we fail to recognize our own voice. So, if you want to develop your speaking skills, if you want to stand up in a presentation and speak, you have to get used to your own voice. And how do you do that? There are a few simple tips that I'm going to share with you right now. So one is you stand in front of the mirror and talk to yourself. Yes, it is not insanity. You can do that. How it will help is you can see yourself, what you look like when you talk, and you can hear yourself, what you sound like when you talk. So first of all, you have to get used to yourself talking. And once you are comfortable with that, now you can try with a small audience of your family and friends. You can just make them sit in front of you and try telling a story, like how I'm telling you a story. Try telling them a story. Stories are the best way to develop confidence in speaking because through a story you have a captive audience. People want to know what's happening next, what's coming next in the story, so they are glued to you and they are interested in what you are talking. So when you tell them stories, you gradually develop the skill of talking to an audience face to face. And then it doesn't matter whether the audience is of 4 people or 40 people or 400 because you will gradually get into the flow of talking. So are you going to try that? Please post in your comment and tell me what are you going to do to become a better speaker than you are. And if you're liking my work, please share it. Please amplify. And please post in your comments so that I get to know how you are liking it. And those who have watched me, please subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay notified. Keep posting in your comments. Thank you for watching. Namaste.